Hello, this is John from Chainsaw Buffet, and welcome to my Thing of the Week. Last week I talked about free-to-play gaming and specifically Sony's plans for it on its current and next-gen consoles. This week I'm going to keep an eye on the future and speculate how gaming's place in popular culture may evolve in the coming decades. As I progress through my early 30s, I've come to an interesting realization. There's a strong possibility that by the time I reach 40, I'll still really be into video games. As obvious as this may sound, it's worth noting that it wasn't too long ago that video game consoles were seen as toys. Granted, consoles have become more sophisticated, and as much eye-rolling as Microsoft's refrain of TV, TV, TV regarding the Xbox One has generated among serious gamers, it's indicative of the fact that the perception of gaming continues to evolve. Still, there was a time when playing video games automatically had you labeled as a nerd and ostracized from the so-called normal people. You certainly wouldn't have expected to see very many adults playing games seriously, but even as I'm saying this, I can't help but think I'll be playing video games for as long as I'm physically and mentally capable of doing so. It's true that our tastes do change over time, and maybe something in the future has me calling it quits, but it's also worth noting that being a fan of sports is no less frivolous and certainly has its share of, shall we say, unique personalities, but usually all you need to do in order to find an older sports fan is go to your local high school on a Friday night during football season. If it's okay to don your favorite team's colors in your 60s, why shouldn't it be okay to pick up a controller or whatever the hell we're using 30 years from now and play? While there's still a strong and vocal faction of people that don't believe that video games belong in the same stratosphere as television, books, movies, and music in terms of the popular culture zeitgeist, the multi-billion-dollar sales figures of franchises such as Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty would suggest otherwise. Regardless, it seems safe to assume that video games will, over time, assume their rightful place as one of the staples of popular culture on a large scale. So what do you think? Will we see current gamers continue to play well past the age of retirement, or will video games remain in the domain of the young? Let us know in the comments or email us at podcast@chainsawbuffet.com, follow us on Twitter, or like us on Facebook.
Do we really have time for that?
Be sure to check back next week when I'll have a new thing to discuss, and until then, thanks for watching.